Alright, what is going on, guys? I am bringing you all a brand new video, something different from the montages that I have been bringing you all lately. It's something that I did once before. I called it story time. It's just another story that I have for you all that I think everybody will enjoy. It's incredibly funny to me and to everybody else I tell it to because it's 100% true, and that's one of the best things about it. I can't make this up, and I love it when I can just tell you all shit that happened to me and it be actually funny. And I may not bring a lot of these videos, but that's also because I don't get a lot of feedback on them. But if you all like what I'm going to share with you all today, please leave a like and subscribe, all that fantastic stuff. But anyway, getting into the video, I want to tell you all about my experiences at Echo Stage. For those of you that don't know, Echo Stage is a raver's paradise. Okay, it is top 10 in the world, I believe, and number 1 in America, and I think it was number 1 in the world at one point too. I don't know. I don't follow along with that shit. But Echo Stage is basically a warehouse. It's huge. Okay, I don't know if it was actually a warehouse, but looking at it from the outside, it looks like a warehouse. But on the inside, it's been completely renovated to a raver's paradise. Okay, everything from a huge ass bar, drinks of any kind. You could probably just, say something stupid like unicorn shit, and they've got a drink for that, okay? But they've got strobe lights, lasers, disco lights, and shit like that, and of course, a live DJ. And they host these raves and or concerts, whatever the fuck you want to call them, every single weekend, sometimes twice in a weekend, and on almost every single holiday. I know there was one for Halloween, and that's specifically what I'm making this video about. It was my experience on Halloween night, okay? I will get more in depth into that as I go on through the video. But again, getting on to what Echo Stage is like, for those of you who don't know, there's ass. A lot of ass. A lot of man ass and a lot of woman ass. And I can't even say it's woman ass. It's mostly girl ass. Okay? And I'm gonna do some air quotes here for ass, because a lot of those girls don't have ass. Okay? It's just that, and some of them do have ass. Yeah. Anyway, you gotta look. You gotta go and just be there. Some women have ass, some women don't. Again, they're not women, they're all girls. It's mostly 18-year-old white girls that just turned 18 that are going to have fun. They're just going to go get high off of Molly and Percocets and all that other shit, and they're going to go deaf by the end of the night. Things like that. It's good fun from what I understand. I've actually never been inside. All my experiences are based off of outside. And while we're on the topic of being outside, if you ever feel like getting high, find a cop, okay? And I'm not saying the cops are smoking blunts or anything like that, but I have seen almost every time I have gone, there is somebody outside rolling a blunt next to a cop. They're just sitting there talking, having a good time, just like nothing ever happened. Not like, there's no issues whatsoever. And I mean, that might be okay. I don't know the law in D.C. Because Echo Stage is located in Washington, D.C. I don't know if marijuana is legal like that in DC, but you can drive past a cop or next to Echo Stage, and somebody's rolling a blunt. If not rolling it, they're already smoking it, okay? They don't care. Echo Stage lets you get away with almost everything, and that includes having your ass hanging out, like I said, for men and women. I have seen men in nothing but banana hammocks and body glitter and oil just go in there and have one hell of a time, okay? And I don't mean just like one or two guys. I mean a group, like a good 12 men. And I'm gonna have to say they were gay, because I don't know any straight man that would do that, but that's just me. And women, they're always in either fishnets or short skirts or something where their ass is just hanging out, okay? Their ass has to be hanging out. And if they're not doing half-naked stuff, it's like taking the wrong turn down Sesame Street, because there are 50 million people in goddamn outfits. They look like Muppet rejects, or like you just walked into a furry convention. Okay, I remember And this, again, was Halloween, so I guess they don't even need an excuse to dress up as something for Halloween. Like, it doesn't matter if it's Halloween, New Year's, Christmas, they're dressing up as something if they're not half naked, okay? It's not a joke. I have seen plenty of Care Bears, Power Rangers, I guess the dude was a lava lamp, I don't know. He had a lot of lights, a lot of glitter, and he was bright as fuck. And I saw a full cow, like a full cow. Okay, one guy was the ass, one guy was the head, and they walked right in like nothing happened. Okay, and from what I understand, you can wear anything you want as long as your genitalia is covered. That includes G-strings and fruit roll-ups on your nipples. That includes a tube sock on your crotch, guys. Like it's, from what I understand, it's like that in there. And I mean, that's cool, I guess, but that's not for me. Not at all. Because if I don't like the shit I see rolling in or up the street towards Echo Stage, I'm probably not gonna like what's inside. But my fiance and all of my friends that go say it's a fantastic place, that everybody's extremely nice, everybody's fun, all that everybody wants to do is dance and laugh and party, and that's cool. I'm all right with that. But it's not my music, it's not my style, and I do not want to be grinding against a cow, okay, or a sheep, or a Power Ranger, or a unicorn, or I don't want to be touching your horn. None of that, okay? Just, I'm good, all right? I'll stick to sitting behind a computer and picking people up. And again, that's all I really ever do is I go in, I pick people up, I drop them off, and I'm essentially an Uber for all of my friends. And I guess that's where my story comes into play. I was picking up my fiance and a couple friends on Halloween night. And again, there were people in costumes everywhere. And it's not like they need an excuse to be wearing any costumes. They're going to do it regardless. But I pull up in front of Echo Stage around 1 o'clock, maybe 2, because around 4 o'clock they close the entire block. I think it's actually around 3 o'clock. They close the entire block, and you have to pick them up, I'd say about 4 blocks away, because by that time there are cars and taxis everywhere, and the closest you can get is about 4 blocks away from Echo Stage. So with that being said, I always pick them up early because they don't feel like walking that distance, especially since it's 28 degrees out right now, okay? On Halloween night, it was 28 degrees out, which baffles me that there are still women with their asses hanging out. Like, they wear virtually nothing out in the lines, okay? And it's 28 degrees out. If I'm sitting in my heated car and my dick is shriveling up when somebody opens up the door, I can't imagine what it's like to be dressed up with nothing and just, goddamn spandex or like whatever. I don't know. These women are insane, honestly. But anyway, so I pull up in front of Echo Stage, and I'm there for maybe all of 12 seconds before somebody gets in my car, as if they were waiting for me. And here's the thing. I know it wasn't my fiance and her friends, because they're never waiting for me. They're inside, and I have to text them. And since I didn't text them and I didn't call them, it kind of made me concerned as to who was in my vehicle. So I did check. I looked in my mirror and I see a guy. And at first I didn't recognize him, but I waited a second to say something because I figured that somebody else would get in the car that I would recognize. And no one else got in the car. It was just him. And since I didn't know what to say, I sat there in silence for a good minute. And he finally looks up and stares at me. And he says, "Well, are you going to go?" And I said, "Excuse me?" And he said, "Are you going to go?" And I said, "No, you're going to get the fuck out of my car." And he stopped and kind of gave me a weird look and said, "Well, that's kind of how you get a bad review." And I said, "What the fuck are you talking about? I don't get reviews from you. Just get the fuck out of my car." And he said, that's definitely how you get a bad review, and I probably won't be paying for this ride if you don't, hurry up. And I said, "What fucking ride?" How about, I kept stuttering because I didn't know what else to say, but I stuttered for about like a good 30 seconds, and I finally screamed at him to get the fuck out of my car. And he said, are you not an Uber? Like, is this not an Uber? And I turned around to look at him and I said, this is about to become a fucking hearse if you don't get the fuck out of my car right this second. And he immediately started fumbling for the fucking door, and he couldn't find it. So I went to like lean in to help him, just reach back there, and he screamed at me. He thought I was actually gonna fucking kill him, and I probably should have. But all I did was get my hand maybe I'd say a foot away from his face, and he screamed like a little girl. He fucking screamed at me and found the door handle and fell out of my car and then ran. I don't know where he ran to, but he ran down the block, I guess towards the police. And out of that whole situation, everything that happened, what pissed me off is not that some stranger got in my car, but that stranger left the fucking door open. I told you all, it's 20-something degrees outside. It's cold as fuck. And he left the fucking door. I had to get out, guys. I had to get out of my fucking car to close the fucking door, okay? And then, not but a minute later, fucking my fiance and her friends come out, and I'm just, it was not a good night, guys, okay? It was not a good night at all right? But that was it was a very brief story, I guess. But that's what I wanted to share with you all. Some stranger got in my car. I threatened to kill him. He got out screaming. And that was my night, okay? Echo Stage is a weird place to be on the outside. I cannot imagine what it's like on the inside, okay? Again, people come in high as fuck. People come out high as fuck. It's insane, okay? I think, all in all, I've heard about more people dying at Echo Stage than at any party. And when I say dying, I don't mean like actually dying. I mean getting so fucked up that they can't walk out on their own, that they have to be carried, or that they get dragged or whatever. I've seen some people laying on the side of the fucking road just throwing up everywhere, okay? But I mean, if you're gonna party hard, okay? What's that? Go big or go home, whatever that shit is. But anyway, that brings me to the end of my video. Again, it was kind of a short story. I built up to it, maybe a tad bit too long, but I hope you all enjoyed. And again, if you all did enjoy the video, please leave a like. I'll make more videos like this because I have a lot of funny stories that happened to me. I guess that's it, guys. So if you liked it, please leave a like, subscribe for more content. I'm Mr. Fool 86, and I will catch you all next time.